Hi and welcome to English with Stuart. Today we're going to have another look at expressions or idioms or sayings. You could use any of those three words. There are already videos on my channel with expressions and sayings. So this is another part of the continuation of those videos. So click like, subscribe, and of course share these videos with anyone that you know who wants to improve their English. And of course, understanding expressions and sayings is going to make you feel just that little bit more native, okay? So, let's begin, okay? To kill two birds with one stone. To kill two birds with one stone? What does that mean? Well, it means to be able to achieve two outcomes or two results with one action. Yeah, if I do that today, I'll be able to kill two birds with one stone. I can achieve two things by just doing one thing. Okay? It's a piece of cake. Yeah, learning English is a piece of cake. Well, not really, but it's not a piece of cake. You need to put time and effort into it, of course. A piece of cake, or it's a piece of cake, means it's super easy. It's super easy. Okay? The next one. It takes one to know one. Okay, now imagine that you at work and you have the most selfish colleague. You know, the person at work who is perhaps very lazy or very selfish, and you think, well, you know, I don't really want to work with this person. But one day this person calls you lazy, and you're, what? You're calling me lazy? It takes one to know one. In other words, to recognize a personality in somebody else, you need to have that personality. So if you say it takes one to know one, well, you're calling me lazy because that is indeed what you are. And you wouldn't recognize laziness if you weren't lazy yourself. Okay, the next one is on thin ice. You're on thin ice. Well, think about it. Thin ice on a lake and you walk on it, you're at risk of falling into the freezing cold water, and you've probably got 5 minutes at most to survive in freezing cold water. So you're in a very dangerous situation. So if anyone says, you're on thin ice, it means right now, in this moment, you are in a dangerous situation. So change your attitude or behave yourself. Okay? The next one is the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. What do we mean? Well, court is the word that we use for a tennis court, for example. So imagine you're playing a game of tennis and you hit the ball to your opponent. So you've done your duty. You have done your responsibility. The next move, the next stage is for the other person. So if you say, right, I've done what I can do, the ball is in your court, it is now your responsibility to take action. That's what this means. There are plenty of others in the sea. There are plenty of other fish in the sea. So there are other fish in the sea. This is the phrase, there are other fish in the sea, or there are plenty of other fish in the sea. What does that mean? Well, it means there are other opportunities. And it's often used in the context of, I don't know, imagine you have been on a date or a few dates with a person, you know, romantic dates, and, you know, it's not happening. It's not going to progress. And you're a little upset, and your friend says, don't worry. There are plenty of other fish in the sea. There are other people that you can find in the world. Okay? There's a method to my madness. Huh? There's a method to my madness? What does madness even mean? Well, it's crazy. It's being mad, crazy. So, what does it mean? Well, imagine you're doing something, you're working on a project or something, and your partner says to you, what are you doing? And you explain to them exactly what it is you're doing. And they say, no. That's not going to work. Not with that method. Not doing it in that way. But you're confident that what you are doing is going to work. It's going to produce you the result that you want. So you say, There's a method to my madness. In other words, I may look crazy. What I'm doing may seem crazy to you, but I have a method and it will work. Okay, you can't have your cake and eat it. You can't have your cake and eat it? Well, what that really means is you can't eat your cake twice. You can't have, so have food, have drink, means consume. And then you can't eat it again. It means you can't have everything perfect in your life all the time. You need to sacrifice sometimes. You can't have your cake and eat it. You can't have everything you want and everything perfect every time. You can't judge a book by its cover. What does that mean? Well, it means you can't make an assessment or an evaluation about someone accurately without getting to know that person first. You can't take their appearance or your first impression as what they are going to be like. You can't judge a book by its cover. Okay, so I hope that these expressions help you today to feel and sound a little bit more native, but more importantly, to understand natives when they use these very common expressions. Remember to check out the other videos on idioms, sayings, and expressions on my YouTube channel, and I will see you very soon.